All right, this is a vagina monitor engaging in surveillance under the fake sun inside of the Saris Regis Group downtown Ontario luxury apartments, and is going inside of the OVITT Family Community Library to maintain surveillance with the police department engaging in terrorism at the same turn circle where Spectrum is driving an engineer light that you can see coating the side of that Spectrum vehicle. Let me back up some. That you can see coating the side of the Spectrum vehicle while they're driving, that is stalking as a commercial with specific knowledge about who I am and where I'm at and also what I'm doing on my device, which Spectrum and the government that is engaged in surveillance. Ontario police have no warrant or probable cause. What you're also paying attention to is the time. The fake sun is over me while that demon that walks in to engage in state surveillance with the government, that is Spectrum. Spectrum is a third party, not a private company, and they're sharing in surveillance. That's why the entity is terrorizing by helicopter as I document the government, Spectrum, stalking me at the same turn circle hours earlier while they're driving an engineer light, which is on the same street at the same entrance where I'm entering yesterday at 10 o'clock, and it's still here. It followed me away from the venue, remains over me as I come back to the venue, and this is where the entity is engaging. You're able to see who is stalking. While they are driving away, the fake sun remains stationary. I'm showing you the exact opposite when I'm aboard Omnitrans, while I'm in vehicles, and the natural environment is not speaking to them experiencing the same thing. This is speaking to targeting. And also the entities maintaining engineer light inside of that garage where the fake sun is in this same position while I'm inside of that garage at 7:56 in the morning. That's during daylight savings time. Spectrum is stalking pursuant to the state's P.O.C. OVITT Family Community Library is hosting the criminal system, the conspiracy to commit murder by gang stalking as the city of Ontario. The entity is doing so with the Ontario Police Department. This is the same Ontario Town Square. So what you see on the Google Drive, is the fake sun that's in the same position as I just came from the square right now, seconds ago. It's beside that same clock where it is at 7, 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning. It's on this side of the building when I'm remaining at the opposite side of the same apartment building, which is where I just came from, by the way. And that fake sun is deviating from remaining here as I'm documenting the fake sun stationary over the OVITT Family Community Library, where the government is engaging in terrorism pursuant to surveillance on my device, surveillance with the people who are stalking. And these are no ordinary stalkers. These are demon-possessed stalkers. This is demonic activity. These are murderers, and the government that's gang stalking engages in murder with that entity. Where they're not investigating anything. This is exposing a system. This is the pattern of conduct. License 1DARRIN, and Spectrum, which is readily identifiable, is engaged in surveillance. And the pattern of conduct by the mentally ill who are demon-possessed and who are corrupt companies, they engage in stalking. That is, as I document UPS, as I document Spectrum, as I document Amazon Prime, the entity will engage in stalking. You'll see it in my documentation. So when I'm publishing, the entity will engage in conspicuous stalking using that same method based on the ongoing psychopathic pattern of seeking to psychologically torture you as you are documenting. This is what the city of Ontario is doing under the fake sun on the opposite side of this same apartment building where the sun would not be at 10:27 a.m. where the city of Ontario is in the blue minivans gang stalking me, and doing so as the city of Ontario is monitoring evidence in furtherance of my murder, which is removing Paul Leon. These are the demons that are inside of the venue pacing, psychopathic pacing, which is stalking. They're using their children at the town square as a means of psychopathic pacing. It's not cute, frolicking innocence. These are demon-possessed third parties who are under the age of majority. The people of the state are engaged in surveillance while they are the ones pacing all around, and the government's monitoring to that. That's all occurring while the fake sun is moving all around while I'm documenting their license plates. I'm coming to and from the same location where the sun hasn't moved, and then you're looking at the rest of the country. What's over you in Florida? This is the P.O.C. It is currently 1:11 p.m. The entity is engaging in what is the contribution to the delinquency of minors. The entity is also engaging in what is exploiting and abusing the developmentally challenged, the mentally incapacitated, using them just like inside of this venue where they're entering Old Park and Anthesis, entering at 10 a.m. This is the fake sun that's over the same venue. They are knowingly and intentionally bringing those under the age of majority, engaging in, and the under the age of majority, they're demons as well. They're consciously and intentionally engaging in that. I am showing you what is a veil and illusion, removing that. This is a demonic system, and it's criminal activity, and it's in furtherance of murder. This is what Tracy Banks and Jason Fields, the government, weaponized against me in order to commit murder and get away with it with the government, through the government. This is P.O.C. It's 1:11 p.m. This is a massive federal RICO case against companies just like Spectrum. It's a prosecution of McDonald's, of Starbucks, of Amazon. This is the entity that's engaging in that. License plate 89768D4. Gang stalking under the fake sun that moves across the street. So they crawled into a white van to cross path stalking again conspicuously. That's what license 1DARRIN is doing last night right at this venue. And as I document, just like Spectrum is at this C Street turn circle, they're going to prison. The Ontario police are stalking by helicopter. which I'm taking detailed notation of because that's how you prosecute for stalking. And the government is also only stalking because the government intends to kill. This is P.O.C.